Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play Persona 5 Royal. Oh man, you guys have no idea how long I've been waiting for this game. I'm gonna say a few things once we get to this point so we don't accidentally run through the trailer again, because that's not gonna tempt fate with that one. But the music's so good. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna explain what this is real quickly. It's before I go through, after I go through real quickly what Persona 5 Royal is, as well as a few other little things. Alright, first and foremost, I apologize to everyone who's been waiting for a Persona 5 Let's Play. I've been wanting to do it ever since the game came out. I literally had 4 sets recorded in Persona 5 before I figured out about Atlus's policy in that. Fortunately, it seems like they've laxed up quite a bit on that policy. As far as I can tell, there is no real problem I need to worry about. So, we should be good. That also being said, if things do go down south, if I do get yelled at by Atlus to not do this, I will stop immediately. So this is all going to be contingent on them. So it should be fun. Alright, now real quickly about Persona 5 Royal. If you've never played a Persona festival game, which is why I refer to it as, this may be a little bit weird to you. Because, you know, Persona 5 came out not too long ago. So I'll explain what the festival editions are and basically what's been added. So, I refer to this game as a festival edition in reference to Persona 3 FES, which stands for Persona 3 Festival. It is a re-release of the Persona game with new features, generally updated graphics, new music, and new storyline plots. Now, generally the storyline plots are sort of background, not really overly important things, but does affect a new ending if you decide to pay attention to them. That's generally how it is. Or just straight up epilogue at the end of the game, like the case was with Persona 3. There was a little bit, I believe, storyline changes. A little bit, but not a lot. Persona 4 Golden did expand a little bit more on that, where they actually did have a new character throughout the main story. But she was just sort of there. And then they added in new events during periods of time where there was a long stretch of nothing to do. Now, they've kind of done that with this game as well, but they have changed a lot more. For example, there is a new third semester we get to play in, as opposed to the last game where it ended like a little after Christmas. During the third semester, we can also upgrade our previous Confidant, so it makes a Max Confidant run a little bit more easy and more accessible to the general population. FYI, I'm going for a Max Confidant run. I have a guide upgraded for it and everything. With the Festival Editions, generally speaking, I'm not sure if this was in 3, but was in Golden, your party members get a new evolution to their persona. That has been carried over into this game, so we get that as well, which is awesome. There's a new dungeon we get to go through with new secret endings, which is awesome. The overworld has had new stuff added to it, such as group messaging on our phone, as well as pictures from our friends, which makes it more realistic. Events where you are forced to go to sleep have been turned into, or most of them at least, have been turned into events that happen specifically at that location. I'm trying my best not to spoil anything. New areas been unlocked, new events we can do with our friends, which is great. This is the most important part, hold on. I just woke up, so my voice is still a little, you know, hold on. There we go. All dungeons. In the previous game, all dungeons had a set layout, which is completely different from the previous 2 Persona games, where their dungeon layouts, with the exception of specific floors, were randomly generated. In the previous game, it was all the same for everyone who played the game. That's changed a little bit in this game. It's still the same concept, but every single dungeon layout has been changed due to 2 new mechanics that have been introduced into the game, which I'm looking forward to. The bosses of each dungeon has a new phase. Accessories now have abilities tied to them, so they act as sort of a new 6th equipable skill, which is helpful. Fusion chart revamped, new personas have been added in, old personas have been altered, new fusions, a bunch of fun stuff. Confidants have been reworked a little bit. Most of them are still the same, but a few of them have new stuff. At the end of most Confidant events, we also get a phone call where we can actually do a little bit more in points, so it's pretty helpful. A new social space has been added in called the Thieves Den. This is sort of a space where we can go and put up trophies for stuff or for milestones we've done. Now, there is a bit of an interesting thing about this mechanic, in that it's tied to overall saves. So you can literally game the system and unlock a bunch of stuff just by doing the thing, reloading, and keep doing it over and over and over and over again. And saving on a different slot, of course. So it's pretty cheap. DLC is actually kind of important. I gotta mention this. There are 2 free DLCs available to Persona 5 Royal. The first DLC is all the DLCs from Persona 5, which is awesome. So we have Orpheus, Tsukuyomi, Kaguya, Izanagi Mangetsu, and a bunch of other Persona that were available only via DLC there, as well as all the costume and background music and other fun stuff. As you can see, this is a bunch of stuff I've already unlocked from downloading. Got the Persona 4 costumes, 3, 2, and 1, as well as the Shin Megami Tensei costume set, Persona 4 Dancing All Night, Persona 4 Arena, ooh, nice. Shin Megami Tensei 4 Double Summoner, Catherine, Persona 5 Royal Casual, Swimwear, Royal Maid, Christmas, and Tracksuit. The Tracksuit is the other free DLC. There is another DLC that I'm planning on getting at some point in time that is a Persona pack. It comes with Athena, the female version of Orpheus from Persona 3 Portable, Raoul, which is a character we'll find out about later on, or Persona we'll find out later on, and one more I can't remember off the top of my head. So, here it is, Izanagi no Okami, which is Yu Narukami's Persona 4 protagonist's ultimate persona. So that's pretty cool. That's about it, really. There is another character added in. I don't know anything about them. I don't know anything else. I've never looked into a guide or a video, so this is all going in blind, with the exception of the walkthrough I have. Oh, here we are. Here's all the list of stuff I got. Picario, by the way, is a reference to an alternate version of that persona. Orpheus, for example, from Persona 3, and Orpheus Picario, which is Orpheus, but modeled after, or textured after, the main character of our game. So we get each of these persona and a version that's more in theme with us, which is awesome. So Orpheus, Izanagi, Thanatos, Magetsu, Izanagi, Kaguya, Aridan, Astrius, Tsukiyomi, and Messiah. Fun stuff. These summoned from the registry are created through fusion, depending on the story progress. All views required for itemizing these persona can be retrieved from the cardboard box. Awesome. I'll explain that later on, too. A quick rundown of how this Let's Play is going to work. I am doing a Max Confidant run-through, so there are very, very specific things I need to do. There may be a lot of saving and reloading, so I warn you that's going to happen. If you're playing along for that, I welcome you. Join me in the game. It's a lot of fun. I always say, if it's Persona, support the Persona. I'm not being paid for that. But again, that's how it is. Previous Persona games, I did sets as a month-by-month basis, meaning each Let's Play was 12 sets long. Not doing it this time. I'm doing each set an hour long like I usually do, so yeah. Cool. I love the music. Oh, sweet! I didn't know about this. Okay. There's seed bonuses can be achieved by accessing the cardboard box in the open. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know that. I still have my save data from Persona 5, which is fun story about Persona 5 real quickly. As I said, I had 4 sets recorded Persona 5 for Let's Play before I found out that I can't upload them. And I played through the game, Max Confidant in first run. Immediately, in seconds after beating it, I was like, okay, reload. Played it, Max Confidant again, but I did a little bit slower. And again, for a third time, immediately afterwards, played through it again, and Max Confidant it. Just that way, it's because it was so much fun. English. Okay.
This story is a work of fiction. Similarities between characters or events to persons living or dead in your world are purely coincidental. Only those who have agreed to the above have the privilege of partaking in this game.
Before I forget, there's also something very important. A lot of people in Japan, when this game was released, was worried about this. Unlike the previous Personas, this game does take place in Shibuya. I believe Shibuya. It's a part of Tokyo. So there are a lot of places that are real, based off real locations. If you ever go to Japan, or if you live in Japan, do not bother any of the people that may be in a location we may visit in this game. It is very rude, and you will get in trouble. So keep that in mind. I agree.
The contract has been sealed.
Fun side note, if you say no, they just boot you back to the main menu.
The world is not as it should be. It's filled with distortion, and ruin can no longer be avoided. Those who oppose fate and desire change. From time to time, they were referred to as tricksters. You are the trickster. Now is the time to rise against the abyss of distortion.
There's something here. Hey, up there! He's here. Moving immediately.
My boy! My boy! Ah!
Good. Now get running.
Oh, that's new.
This is our only chance.
Stay calm. You can get away now.
The previous one, they didn't show the outline of the character. That's cool.
We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end.
Oh, my girl. Okay.
What was that? Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting away.
Gotcha. Oh, that's right. It's X. Okay.
I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move.
Thank you.
Nice work as always, Joker.
Thank you.
That skull.
I'll rush too quickly. I love this music. Ah.
Just run. Get out of there.
Gotcha.
The enemy's focus is...
Hop,
Everyone
hop,
remember where
hop,
we're meeting up?
hop.
No worries.
All right, let's do this.
Right there. Get away.
Hi. Howdy.
Take him down, Joker.
Oh, I will. I love the border, too. I don't believe that border was there in the original. I'm gonna check out a video and see if it was. I love the star border. Oops, sorry.
Comparing power levels.
Persona!
No threat. Get him, Joker.
All right,
Go down.
let's do this. Oh, come on. Oh, crap, Agadine. I'm fine.
Everyone else, head to position.
Boop, boop, boop. And bang. Bang, 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 bang. Ha ha ha.
Your backup gets here.
So easy, so easy. That did.
More of them? Be careful.
Hi. Goodbye. Defeat or victory.
Joker, behind you. Go through that door.
Gotcha. Alright, so far it's all still playing out like it did in the base
Be able
game.
to get out that way. Hurry.
Dude, can you even hear us?
As a quick heads up, I will be talking about differences between the two games when they come up.
Don't worry. I'm picking up everyone's voices. Just go, Joker.
For those wondering, my advice on which version you should buy, always go for the Festival Edition version. So Persona 3 Festival, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 5 Royal. Those are the best version because they generally have all the new stuff and the full features you want to have.
Wait a sec.
What's up?
I'm getting a weird reading heading your way.
That's different.
Come on, run!
Don't remember that. Alright, we need this way.
No problems on my end.
Hey!
Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Victory addiction? Interesting. Everyone's enemy. Success, success.
Huh? What?
Oh crap. Hide! Whoop. One of the best features of this game is I actually get to hide, because every persona has their own theme. We're a thief. So we can do this. Haha. Instead, I'll come to search. Run, boy!
All right.
Let's go! This is new. Normally going up the stairs triggers a cutscene. How many of them are there? Too much time. I know. I'm looking for another reference. Hang on. Upper time to look up. Use that thing and just fly over there. This is new. Yes, the grappling hook. This is a new addition to the game. In the previous one, there was no grappling hook, but decided to add in and make me more Phantom Thief-esque. And I approve.
Joker, stop! It's an enemy right near you. Even you can't take on this many. Huh? Joker, that weird reading from earlier is closing in on you too.
I'll end this right now.
Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting!
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai!
Oh no. Oh no, I think I have a new wife. Oh gods. Oh, she's good.
The enemy readings have decreased? That's...
Oh, she's good. Oh, I love her. Love her design.
Since we last fought side by side. But this time, it's my turn to come to your aid, Senpai. Now let's win this!
Just the long hair, the coat. Oh, she's so good. A rapier and a freaking sawed-off rifle, it looked like. I'm so excited. Go down. Warble blade. Going. That'll be explained a little later on. Oh.
Set the landing!
Oh, I love it. She's so good.
I think that's the last of them?
I genuinely have no clue what just happened, but I take it you're okay? Wait, bad news. Enemy backup's headed your way. You need
please go. I'm going to make it harder for them to track you down. You still have something you need to do as a Phantom Thief, right? Then I won't stop you. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in no position to interfere. However, please don't forget the promise we made, okay?
Joker, you need to get out of there! Go, go, go!
Curious. I'm excited.
All right, let's do it.
All right. I'm really curious about that character. I know about her, but I don't know about her. So I'm curious.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
Huh, what a show-off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be!
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him. Let's go. Go, go, go. Go over there. Quick. Still struggling. Suspect secure.
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you?
Give it up.
Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? Hear my question? Answer! Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
Again, here we have the difficulty slider. So, these choices do not change anything in the game apart from the battles, as well as I believe money we earn. We can change this at any time unless we do safe mode. This is just for us to enjoy the story. Now, I have done a few playthroughs on safe mode before, just to get the full grasp of the plot. But generally, I go with normal. That's my recommendation. Normal's pretty bad, pretty hard, and merciless is just brutal. So let's get recommendation: normal if you want decent playthrough, easy if you want to play some challenge, but you mostly want story, and safe if you just want story. This literally will not change anything in the Confidant playthrough.
You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
As a side note, kind of important, this is a exaggeration of how Japanese law is done, but there is some truth to it from what I've read. I'm not saying they will drug you and beat the ever-loving hell out of you, but there are some coercion from what I've heard, and stuff like this happening, where they just hand you a piece of paper saying, sign it, it's a confession, just do it. It's really hard to prove your innocence if you are convicted of a crime in Japan, from what I've heard. Bear in mind, I could be wrong in that regard, probably am, so that's just that. Also, I feel like it shouldn't be stated at this point in time, because this is a Persona game, and we just got through all this. That little M in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, yeah, that means this game is for mature audiences only. This game will touch on a lot of bad things. I don't want to say what specifically because it will give spoilers, but it's bad. Like, holy crap. There will be a lot of times where I will sit down and get real with y'all. So, fair warning. Screw you.
I see. I need your hand to sign this, bud. I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Alright then. Let's do this. So, there are... My first name last or my first? Last name first. Given name. Okay. This is our first name. So, there are two names the character goes by in media. In the manga, he is known as Akira Kurusu. In the anime and Persona 5 dancing, he is Ren Amamiya. So that's the name we're going to go with. Go back. Ren. Oop. Amamiya. Make sure I spelled that right. Oh, that's an N, not a O or A. Alright, make sure I spelled that right. Amiya, yep. So that's the name we're going to go with. Now, normally, they do it the other way around, like the proper Japanese way, where the last name's first and the first name's last. So if I did that way, it would be Amamiya Ren. But Ren is his given name, Amamiya is his family name. Finished.
Excuse me, but this area is off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
Are you Prosecutor Sai Nijima? I just got off the phone with your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Ah, Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown, after all. We don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand. I didn't expect it'd be you. You'll be answering my questions this time. Those bastards. Can you hear me? It seems you've been through a lot. Almost anything can happen here, and I can't stop them. That's why I need you to answer me honestly. I don't have much time either. What was your objective? Why did you cause such a major incident? I didn't think it was a prank from the get-go, but I couldn't assemble a case for prosecution. It's because I couldn't figure out the method behind it.